All right, guys, so now we're gonna do our sequence from side control, okay? The first one, I'm here with my opponent, and remember, when I bridge, I don't bridge vertically, okay, up, because gravity will just pull him down. So if I just bridge up, it's gonna come down, and I don't have time and space to do my escape. I always bridge laterally, sideways, okay? So the first one, I'm going to bridge, and I use my biceps to bicep punch my opponent in his head. It's an option. Some people also like to bring the hand and the arm inside here. That is also an option. Okay, so you can yoke that arm however you prefer in that sense. So I'm here with my opponent inside control. I place my elbow inside of his hips, and now I bridge towards my opponent. And as I told you, I like to bicep punch on the head. I bridge, bicep punching him, moving him that way, hip scape to create space, and I do a reverse hip scape, sending my knee inside. Pay attention here. That one of my legs inside, my foot is hooking his hip, and I have my whole leg inside now. Once I have my leg inside, I step on my own foot, and it's just like we did in the half guard escapes. I start pressing my chest out, creating space, pushing him away. My hands going like a goalkeeper. I keep pushing, pushing, pushing him away. Now this leg is ready, but I need to bring my other leg to the other side. I never pull my leg to me, otherwise he smashes me. So I step on the hip, and I start hip-scaping, 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 until I can close my guard, keeping pressure on his hips the whole time. Second time, second angle. Here, I put my elbow inside of the hip. I bridge, doing a bicep punch. Once I bridge him there, stretching my arm, I hip-scape, send my whole leg inside, hooking his hip, and then I step on my own foot. Start chest-scaping, hands go on him like a goalkeeper. Once I'm in this distance, I step on him, and I hip-scape, put my feet on him, and I can close my guard. All right, guys, so now we're gonna do two other escapes that have a reaction from my opponent, okay? My initial movement is the same. I'm going to place my elbow inside, and then I'm going to bridge using my arm. As I told you in the first one, I can either bicep punch and use my biceps on his ear, or if you prefer, you can circle the hand, put the arm under the chin, and use like you're in a bench press here when you do so. Both of them work, okay? The first one with a reaction now, I'm going to bridge and do my bicep punch, because I prefer that one. And my opponent is going to counter with his legs. He sees that I want to move him, in this case, to my left, and he counters, sending his weight forward with his legs. Okay, when he does that, I use his movement against him and I roll him. So I'm going to bridge and bicep punch. He starts sending the legs forward, and now my arm traps his elbow, and I bridge to the other side. And I get on top, inverting the situation. The other angle. We are here. My elbow goes in. I do the bridge to the left in this case. When I feel he's driving his weight forward, in this case to my right, I bridge and explode to the right, countering his attack. I go, he comes back, and I go with him. All right, now the third escape with a second reaction from my opponent. I'm going to do the same bridge, but now he sees that I want to move him, and he blocks that movement by posting the hand on the floor. All right, so I'm going to put my elbow inside. Once I have my elbow inside, I bridge and punch, and he puts the hand on the floor, blocking the movement, getting ready to come back. At that moment, I swing my arm inside, still in the underhook, and I grab his belt. After that, I scissor my legs, start going on my knees and my elbow, and I start coming out on his back, working the seat belt. One more time on the same angle, a little bit more flowed. Now the movement, I put my elbow in and I bridge. He goes, I swing to the other hook, my legs. He'll start coming out. The secret to stand up quick is the scissoring of the legs, so pay attention to that detail. Elbow inside, I bridge. When I bridge and he puts his hand on the floor, I swing my arm and still the underhook. And now here, look, I scissor my legs so I can go on my knees, my elbow. And it's easy for me to come out and get the seat belt. All right, guys, now it's going to be two reactions from my friend. Okay, so I'm going to put my elbow inside. I'm going to bridge. The moment I start bridging, my opponent starts countering, going forward. When I start to roll and he sees he's going to get inverted, he sprawls, getting really heavy. And I cannot send him to my right side anymore. When I find his resistance, I come back to him, and my top leg goes there and finishes his leg. and I start pulling the leg to me, and I hunt half guard, and I establish the half guard. And from this moment on, we just do the half guard escapes. Can be an elbow escape, any lever, depending on what happens here. One more time in the same angle. I bridge, he counters forward. When I start trying to roll him, he sprawls. I come back, my leg goes there and fishes his leg, and I fish him and put him into half guard. The other angle. Elbow inside. I bridge, he rolls forward. I try to roll him, he sprawls. When I turn to him, I go there and I fish his leg, pull him to half guard, and from here I start performing half guard skills. All right, those are the side control.